Welcome to Talk Maniac, the channel where we break down world politics and history so you can understand the forces shaping our future. Today we're diving into one of the biggest political shocks of modern history. Between 2016 and 2021, something unprecedented happened that completely changed how politics works around the globe. A reality TV star became president. And he didn't just win an election. He rewrote the playbook for political power, shattered traditions, and reshaped democracy itself. His name, Donald Trump. From Brazil to Hungary, from trade wars to Twitter diplomacy, the ripple effects of his presidency still shape our world today. This isn't just American history anymore, it's global history. So over the next hour, we're breaking down exactly how one presidency changed everything. The specific moments that shifted world politics, the leaders who copied Trump's playbook, and why these changes might be permanent. Ready? Let's dive in. The old script versus the Trump era. Before Trump, politics followed a predictable script. Speak carefully, build coalitions, stay within party lines, maintain dignity. Trump threw that script in the trash, and somehow, it worked. By 2016, he had turned Twitter into the most powerful political weapon in history. 88 million followers hanging on every tweet. Diplomats waking up at 3 a.m. to see what American foreign policy looked like that day. Think about that. U.S. foreign policy, shaped in 280 characters, sometimes contradicting his own staff, but still shifting global markets and alliances within minutes. The Trump rally phenomenon. Traditional campaign events were quiet, polished affairs. Trump's rallies, they were something else entirely. Part rock concert, part political theater, part religious revival. People camped out overnight. They crossed state lines to see him. And this wasn't just America. Politicians in Brazil, the Philippines, and Europe copied the format almost exactly. Why? Because it worked. Emotional politics and broken traditions. Here's what shocked political scientists the most. Trump's supporters weren't just voting for him. They were emotionally invested in him. Loyalty was no longer about party or policy. It was personal. He attacked judges. He refused to release tax returns. He threatened to jail opponents. He questioned election results. None of these were required by law. They were traditions. And Trump proved traditions could be broken without immediate consequences. Ukraine, impeachment, and unlimited power. The infamous Ukraine phone call wasn't just about Ukraine. It was about whether a U.S. president had unlimited power in foreign policy. When Congress impeached Trump, the world watched closely. The question wasn't just, did he break rules, but are there even rules anymore? January 6th, a Democratic stress test, January 6th, 2021. For the first time since 1814, the U.S. Capitol was breached. But this time, it wasn't foreign invaders. It was American citizens, encouraged by their own president, trying to overturn an election. The 2020 election was the most secure in U.S. history. Courts, recounts, and investigations proved it. Yet millions of Americans stopped believing in elections. Trust in democracy split along party lines. Half the country lived in one reality, half lived in another. Foreign governments began to wonder if America itself could still be trusted as a stable democracy. The Republican Party. From conservatism to Trumpism, traditional conservatism, free trade, strong alliances, fiscal discipline, gave way to nationalism, tariffs, and America First isolationism. Republican leaders who opposed Trump risked political suicide. His endorsement became more powerful than the party itself. By 2022, candidates he backed were winning primaries everywhere, proving his dominance was far from over. Global ripple effects. Trump's America First foreign policy ended 70 years of U.S. international strategy. NATO. For the first time, a U.S. president questioned the alliance's value. European leaders scrambled to prepare for life without guaranteed American protection. Ironically, NATO members did boost defense spending, but also began developing independent security systems. China. The trade war ended decades of economic cooperation. Tariffs disrupted supply chains. Technology became the new battlefield. 5G, semiconductors, social media. Middle East. Trump withdrew from the Iran nuclear deal but also brokered the Abraham Accords, normalizing ties between Israel and Arab nations. North Korea. A sitting U.S. president meeting Kim Jong-un was unthinkable. Trump did it. The results were mixed, but the precedent was set. And beyond great powers, immigration restrictions reshaped Latin America. Aid cuts hit Africa. Climate skepticism isolated America globally. The Trump effect spread fast. Brazil's Jair Bolsonaro became the Trump of the tropics. Same rallies, same Twitter tactics, same attacks on democratic norms. Hungary's Viktor Orban doubled down on illiberal democracy. Brexit campaigns used Trump-style populism. Philippines' Duterte mirrored Trump's combative style. Authoritarians everywhere felt emboldened. If Trump could challenge democratic institutions and still hold power, why couldn't they? Markets, tech, and climate. Trump's presidency didn't just change politics, it changed economics. His tweets alone could shake global stock markets. The US-China tech split forced countries to choose between American or Chinese systems. Exiting the Paris Agreement reshaped global climate policy. The US became a net energy exporter, challenging OPEC and changing global energy markets. The legacy in the future. Even out of office, Trump's influence hasn't faded. His endorsements define Republican primaries, his style of communication is copied worldwide. His policy positions remain party orthodoxy. Democracies everywhere are now asking, how do we stop another Trump? How do we protect elections, institutions, and democratic norms? Some countries introduced reforms, improved media literacy, and tightened election systems. Others leaned the opposite way, moving closer to authoritarianism. The truth is simple. Whether you love him or hate him, Trump's presidency changed politics forever. The pre-2016 world of predictable campaigns and quiet diplomacy feels like ancient history. Now politics is emotional, global, and unpredictable. So what do you think? Which of Trump's global impacts surprised you the most? And which ones do you think are permanent? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for more deep political analysis that shows you how the world really works. And hit the bell icon so you don't miss our upcoming series on the future of democracy worldwide. Thanks for watching Talk Maniac.